Hey guys, it's Angela with My Fairy Treasures. I'm gonna get my camera set here. So sorry for the little bit of a quirkiness here. Just trying to get set. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys today how to take this piece of just plain old foil and make a piece of like something that looks like leather. Isn't that kind of cool? Okay, so it's kind of the same technique as the forged metal. You guys, I have another video on forged metal, but then I've taken it a step further and now turned it into like old beat up leather. Okay, so then I want to show you what I made. I made a journal, and this was just one of those composition notebooks, and I made it look like leather. See that, like old, worn out leather. And these are some things I did. These are some Tim Holtz. Let's see if I can get a little closer. These are some Tim Holtz clocks that I used. Tim Holtz die cut, and I cut those out. And these are kind of cool. Look what this is. This is fur that I have here at the house. These are all pieces of fur that I cut out. Isn't that cool? Show if I can show you there. Okay, and then you know, I put lace on it. This is some different trims that I dyed, some gauze that I tea-dyed. What is that stuff here? What do you guys call it? Seam binding. How did I dye this? Oh, I used my Tim Holtz Distress inks, actually, just so I could do it really quick. Then I took some chain here, and just to kind of dull it out, I used black paint, and just dulled that out and made it look more shabby chic. So I guess you would call this style a grungy, kind of southwestern shabby chic. I just made that up, but that's how I kind of see it. Okay, over here, I then put a keychain, or a keyhole, and that's out a piece of the suede also from the Tim Holtz die cut, and also the Tim Holtz die cut. Let's see if you can see right there, the little key right here, and that's the keyhole right there. And then from there, I hung a little ring onto that, and then hung a bunch of charms on it. So that's how you got that. Then I'm just going to turn around, and then I put lace around the whole thing. And then see this stuff right here, to kind of give that rough, shabby chic look, I took paint and salt and mixed it together, and to kind of put that, to give that kind of aged look all over. And I got that idea from, God, I didn't write her name down. Oh, I will put her name down on the bottom of my page, because she does some really neat stuff. And I want you guys to have her YouTube channel down, so I will give her credit for that. She uses sand and paint, but I didn't have any sand, so I used sea salt and paint to get that textured look. And you can put that on anything to get that old world textural look. And then on the back, just so you can see the leather better. See how neat this turns out? See how leathered and worn out and aged it looks? I love it. And this I'm not actually quite done. I'm going to put another clock right here, but I wanted to leave this blank so you guys can really take a look at how that leather technique looks. Okay? And again, this is a Tim Holtz butterfly, and I made that, isn't that cool? I made that out of animal fur too. It's the flat animal fur, like a cowhide or something like that. So that's pretty fabulous. From that same lady I was telling you about, I got the idea of the texture sand and paint, or the salt and paint. I got the idea of taking my paper and stitching it, and so I started stitching my paper. Isn't that kind of cool? I think that's a neat little element to add. And one other thing I didn't show you guys is I also did a Tim Holtz little thing here. Like, I forgot what you call that, but it opens up. Supposedly, this is just decorative. Opens up your book, and then that's on the same side. So anyway, what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make this weathered leather look. Okay, and you can use this. This opens up the world to all new things. You can use this on boxes, on journals, on whatever you want to do. Okay, so here we go. What you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of foil, preferably the heavy-duty foil, because if you use the light foil, it tends to tear easy. But if all you have is light foil, go ahead. But try to get heavy-duty foil. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to crumble it a little bit and bring it back, just like that. Do not do it in a ball, because you will never get it out of the ball. Crumble it, bring it back, so it looks like that. Crumble it, bring it back. Crumble it, bring it back, and kind of repeat the whole thing until your piece of foil is... And the thing I want to tell you is most of the time, well, you have to, because you have to prepare it. Prepare your leather ahead of time, and then wrap the leather in whatever you're going to do, whether it's a box or a journal or whatever. Okay, so we now got it pre-wrinkled. We're going to do it one more time. the same thing and repeat it again. And the reason you want to do it one more time is because you're creating all that texture. And you want there to be a lot of texture on this foil. Because that's what's going to give us the old weathered leather look. Okay? Okay. And then just kind of straighten it out a little bit. Just with your hands. Don't use a brayer or anything because you want to keep a lot of texture in this foil. Okay. So now you have that. Okay? And you know what we're going to do? We're going to paint it on the dull side. See how there's a shiny side and a little more dull? We're going to go on the dull side. Okay, so put that down, just like that. What you're going to do is we're going to build color, layers of color. So what you want to do is you want to take any type of acrylic paint, okay? But the important is the color. So first you're going to do black. Okay. Let me wet my brush a little bit here. Grab my little bit of towel. Okay. So what you want to do, make sure everybody can see me, put that up a little bit, there we go. You're going to paint, put the paint on here, and then as soon as you put the paint on, just do it in a small section like that. Then you want to take a paper towel and you want to wipe it right off. Okay, we're just trying to build color at this point, and then wipe that right off. You can either use an old shirt or something, or you can use a paper towel. Okay, let me throw that away. Let's just continue on with the same thing. Let me show you what that's going to look like so you guys can see. Okay? So like I said, we're building color. That's what's going to give us this aged leathered look. Okay, and then again, and do it in small sections because you don't want it to dry. That's why you're doing it in kind of smaller sections. Again, bring that up here, wipe it off. And you guys can see I have like an old nasty mat here. This is my paint mat, so make sure you have some old mat that you don't care about getting dirty, or dedicate something to a paint mat like I'm doing. Okay, again, that's how that looks. Let's do it again. A little more paint in my little bowl here. Okay, let's finish it up now. Get enough paint on there. Okay, another piece of paper towel. There we go. Wipe it off. We'll wipe it off. Okay. You can turn your paper towel or your t-shirt or whatever you're using kind of inside out if you get to have too much paint on there. Okay, now I want to show you. Oh, my garbage can's getting full. Okay, what I want to show you is how that looks. Okay, so we're building color. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to blow dry this for just a few seconds. Use a blow dryer rather than your this thing. Okay, use a blow dryer on a low setting. Okay, when it's just dry to the touch, it's going to look like that. Okay, you guys did see me go back and put some paint on because I put some fingerprints in here, so just kind of before you dry it, kind of be careful not to like put your fingerprints on it because you'll take the paint off. Okay, next thing is, rinse your brush real quick. Doesn't have to be super rinsed. Dry it off. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to a dark brown paint. This, you don't have to use the exact color I'm using, but this one is called Day Cafe. And it's by Folk Art. But the main thing is that you get this like a dark brown, okay? It doesn't have to be the exact dark brown, but just get yourself a dark brown paint. It doesn't matter the brand you use either. Okay, so let me show you that paint color. That's the paint color you're looking for, okay? Something like that. And after you get this technique down, you can kind of change it up and kind of do your own paint colors too, but I think mainly you definitely got to get the black on first because that is going to give you your base to start getting you away from that foil look. Okay? Okay, now on this one you don't want to wipe, you just want to blot with your paper towel or your t-shirt. Okay, so again, I got my paper towel. You just want to blot like this. Make sure you guys can see me. Make sure I'm in frame. Okay, there we go. And just do some blotting. Okay, so now you're blotted. You should look like that. Okay, so let's just go to the rest of it. Still working like a little bit smaller sections like I did last time, just so nothing dries. Again, like that, blot. So you want to leave quite a bit of brown on there. Okay, let's do it again. And this is kind of messy, so just know your hands are going to get messy when you do this. If you care, wear some gloves. Okay, again, blot. Okay, this is adding texture and adding a layer of color. Okay, so now it's going to look like that. Okay, so now you can take your blow dryer again. Okay, in a few minutes after I blow dry, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make a part 2, but let's go ahead and get this dry. Okay, now we got that dry to the touch. Now that's what it looks like. I know it looks like a big old mess, but this is where the beauty is going to come in here in just a second, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys off, and we're going to do part 2, and I'll see you in just a minute.